Welcome to this Better Know How webinar all about why Twitter. Let's start off by talking about what Twitter's all about. Well, every day millions of users create and share and discover ideas on Twitter, and it's a way to stay connected through the exchange of quick, frequent answers to this one question: what are you doing? You have to use 140 characters or less. It's free and easy to sign up. People get great value connecting with businesses of all kinds on Twitter to share experiences, good and bad, get feedback on recent events or launches, discuss product ideas, learn about exclusive deals or offers, and even get customer service. So why bother? Well, it's a way of connecting with like-minded people, getting up-to-the-minute news, finding targeted customers or clients, conducting market research, driving traffic to your blog or your website, increasing your Google indexing, establishing yourself as a thought leader, increasing your brand awareness too. You can hire people, you can even meet people in the flesh with tweet-ups. If you live in Suffolk, there are regular tweet-ups held every month. It's very easy to set up a Twitter account. Just go to twitter.com and set up an account. And once you've got an account, then you can do various different things like setting up your password information, your profile details, how you want to be notified if somebody sends you a message. You can also design your background to your Twitter account. But the main thing to do is make sure you upload a really decent picture of yourself to represent your business, your brand. So this is my Twitter page, and I'm just going to go through a couple of the key terms here. So to follow somebody means that you've subscribed to their messages. So you can see at the top, I would be able to go and have a look at all the people that I'm following, and in return all of those that are following me. You can also choose to favourite the tweets or the individual messages that come into your Twitter feed. You can also keep a list of all of the key people that you want to follow, and if you make that public, that would be available here. So a tweet is this individual message, and here are all my tweets recently. A DM is a direct message that comes in privately to me on Twitter. Now, if you ever see an RT, that's a retweet, which is a repost from somebody who has read your message and thinks it's valuable, and they're sharing it with other people. Now, trending topics, you can see at the bottom here that hashtag shows that they're topics that are most frequently discussed on Twitter at any given moment, and these are updated and changing all the time. Now let's click the home button and see what happens when we go to that screen. Here you will be able to see in the centre all of the tweets that come in from various different people. And if you were to hover over their image, you'll be able to find out more information about each of these Twitter accounts, which will enable you to decide whether that's a good candidate to follow. You can choose to reply to them or to retweet, or just send them a tweet without following. So here's a picture of me with a tweet just about ready to send. I've composed it, 68 characters. I could include a picture, could add a location, and when I'm ready, I can just click the tweet button. Over on the right hand side, I could delete that tweet, I could make it a favourite, or I could reply to somebody else from there. So the three kinds of tweets. You can send a broadcast tweet to all of your followers, or you can reply to somebody by putting in the @ symbol and then typing their account name, or if you press the retweet button, an RT will appear in front of the Twitter message. So The other kind of tweet might be a useful info tweet. So those are the three different kinds: broadcast, engagement, or useful information. We've already mentioned the different terms like the @replies, the RT retweets, the DMs, direct messages. But you'll also come across the hashtag in various different Twitter messages. And this enables you to join a conversation about a key event, particularly useful if you're at a conference and you want to tell other people about this particular conference. You'd put a hashtag in front of a keyword and other people would then be able to search for that and join in the conversation with you. You'll also notice that people use short URLs to, instead of putting the full web address of where it is you want to send them to some useful information, you put in a shortened URL using various tools like bit.ly, and that enables that whole message to then fit within the required 140 characters. I will be sharing with you resources to help you find information to tweet, but people do like tips. They like links to interesting stories and blog posts. It doesn't have to be your own company's. They like to hear about exclusive deals, but it's about the human touch, and people will appreciate those posts where you share your own thoughts and experiences. Just say hi, respond to questions and comments. Now let's go and have a look at some of the tools that I think you'll find useful. So first of all, I'm going to recommend you try each of these. Twello, for example, is all about searching for people in the neighbourhood to follow. Twitterholic will give you a grading to see just how you're doing on Twitter, and Twitter Counter will enable you to again check your stats, get more Twitter followers. So go and check those three resources out. Now, I've already mentioned that it's a good idea to use some actual tools to help you manage all of these tweets. And there are two key applications to try. Either Hootsuite, which is a web-based service, or TweetDeck, which you download to your computer. But this helps you to manage all the tweets coming in, all the people who are sending you direct messages, all the people who have retweeted you. It's a really useful tool to be able to manage this information. Now, if you want to go and find information to tweet about, try these two resources, alltop.com and stufftotweet.com. You're going to find that useful, very useful resources. So, how can you use Twitter in less than 6 minutes a day to help you grow your business? Well, first of all, you're going to need to listen out for comments about you and your business. You're going to need to check all of those @mentions and reply straight away. You'll want to check your direct messages and post links to things you think people will find interesting. And if you're using something like Hootsuite, you can set up all your tweets at the beginning of the week and schedule for those to go out regularly, perhaps every day, several times a day. There's also an auto scheduler so that you can have one message going out multiple times during the day. That's a very useful tool. So listen out for those comments about you, respond straight away, ask questions, retweet messages you'd like to share. Use a friendly and casual tone and don't spam people. And look out for these t-shirts. They're great. In space, no one can hear you tweet. I like that. And so finally, what you're going to need to do is leverage this movement. Grow your business. Go where the people are. And I'm going to suggest, if you've launched a product, a new store or a new campaign, search Twitter for comments. Remember, you can set up Google Alerts. Respond to customer service issues quickly. Engage in discussion on a tricky public issue for your company if they're dealing with it. And it's about responding immediately if you can. So I wouldn't be scared of using Twitter. Have a go. Start slowly. Take a look at what other people are doing. Reply to a few comments and away to go. So happy tweeting and all the very best.